when you talk about closing the gaps, last one is your systems and your structures. And this is partly with your planning. And what systems and structures do I need to put in place for my classroom? The one is starting, how am I going to communicate with parents? Is there some type of electronic system that I have to keep parents informed about what's going on? How often am I going to communicate with parents, right? Parents don't just want to hear you calling them when something is going wrong. You sit down every day with your planning time, structure that. Making sure your planning time is not just going and talking to your homegirl or your homeboy, because it eats up your time. And then you get home and say, why do I got to grade all these papers at my house? I got to do so much. Because you got to look and see, am I using my planning time wisely? Am I using my planning time effectively? And then what is my communication with students? When they come into the classroom, do they know how to enter the classroom? Do they know where things are in the classroom? We're going to practice this, because you can't have a system in place and a structure in place and no one knows it except you. The kids are like, oh, we didn't know that. What's your system when they want to go to the bathroom? When you let one student go to the bathroom, it's like some type of radar sensor goes off in their heads, and they are like, 55 other students want to go. This hand and this hand and this hand and this. What is your system? What systems are you going to put in place to say, listen, this is the bathroom time, or this is how many people that's going to go during this period of time? You have to put those systems and structures in place, right? When it comes to planning meetings with your colleagues, what does that look like? What structures and systems do you put in place if a student comes and maybe, they're not prepared? Do you have extra supplies? What happens if a student is, maybe really, really disruptive? Do you have a system that you put in place with your colleagues to handle that, instead of always having to call the office, or always want to send them out, or want to send them to, an isolated place, whether it may be ISS or another alternative learning system? So you have to put your systems and structures in place, because once you put your systems and your structures in place, it's going to eliminate so much of the back end stress, so much of anxiety, so much of worry. It really will eliminate all of that.